Good morning, everyone. We have Siddharth Pujari with us. Siddharth is an IIM Bangalore EPGP student. Now graduated actually, so now we can call him alum, right? And he has been awarded a gold medal for all-round performance for the work he has done at IIM Bangalore. We'll talk more about it. And I mean, let's just directly jump into the discussion. So, Siddharth, would like you to introduce yourself and tell about your career journey, and what happened till now.
Sure. First of all, thanks Alok and the overall GoCrackIt team for giving me this opportunity. So it feels really privileged. I was few months back. I was on the other side of the table doing a lot of mock interviews and resume rounds. So it feels really good to contribute in a different manner. So yeah, my name is Siddharth Pujari. I have almost graduated from NIT Rourkela in the year 2018, pure and play from engineering background. And after that, I joined Intel in a pure and play again R&D role, where I spent 5.5 years of my career again building chips or GPU chips, as they say. Was completely an R&D role. Did a lot of product development plus project management, predominantly towards the 5.5 years. So have had experience of leading teams and leading a lot of initiatives, and that was primarily the reason why I've got good growth at Intel. And but after that, what felt is that like I didn't have the overall knowledge of the overall value chain of an industry. So what I really wanted to do an MBA. Through an MBA, I really wanted to have a holistic knowledge about the overall value chain of the industry, and that's when IIM Bangalore happened. Ended up applying to all IIMs, especially in the country, and had secured admits from all IIMs, but ended up joining IIM Bangalore, and I feel it has paid off to an very wholesome 1 year, and definitely the cherry on the cake was the gold medal. So yeah, that's all about my experience till now.
Great. I mean, you have a very interesting journey, R&D and semiconductor to MBA, and then we'll talk about where you're joining and how did you do that also. But if you talk about gold medal, we'd like to understand more of what happened, what is this journey about getting a gold medal in the college?
Sure. So when I joined this program, the Executive Postgraduate Program, EPGP program at IIM Bangalore, I was clear that and also IIM Bangalore especially, the goal was that because IIM Bangalore was not very much academic centric, it gives a lot of flexibility into choosing wide range of electives also through academics. Flexibility is also there, and also the other ecosystem in terms of sports, cultural, case competitions. The overall ecosystem, it was very much what I preferred. So that's the reason I joined IIM Bangalore and compared to other colleges. So the goal was to explore other side of me also, because I was always active in sports, extracurricular activities. So throughout the 1 year, I have participated in multiple case competitions, did well in some, didn't crack in some case competitions, and that's what typically happens in majority. You don't end up winning a lot, but that one case competition helps you a lot in terms of understanding how to build, solve problem statements, and definitely create good decks. Apart from that, I have represented IIM Bangalore in multiple sports competitions, whether in inter-IIM competitions, and also we had this inaugural 1 year MBA Fest this time in IIM Ahmedabad, which was known as IIM. There also I had represented the EPGP program, and plus again cultural competition. So and also I was part of the media and PR committee at IIM Bangalore, because through that I have done multiple initiatives in order to improve the branding of the program. So overall, that has helped me in order to create a good impact on the program, and that has resulted in this honor. So yeah, I would say the overall impact across sectors has helped me to get this honor.
Good. Very congrats for that. And so now let's jump to your career journey. So you started, as I already mentioned, you mentioned that you were working at R&D, product development, and in semiconductor industry. Now from there, now you're getting to a consulting role, right?
Right.
So how this journey looked like? I mean, what kind of preparation did you do? What kind of challenges did you face? How did you overcome those challenges? More technically, how did you create your resume? How did you prepare for your interview? So some more detail around that.
Sure. So I will probably start with the challenges first. because that's very important. Because for someone coming from R&D background, that becomes a big baggage. Because what happens, a lot of times recruiters don't prefer R&D background because they need for typical PM roles or for typical consulting roles, they need people who have tech background or even some business focused role. Because I knew that once you go inside the college and you have a lot of academic commitments, and you may not be able to give due diligence, good work on the CV. So I was clear that I want to have some framework of my CV ready, and also iterate on it, and that's when GoCrackIt helped a lot. I had some framework, and I used to work with the mentors assigned to me, and used to iterate on those CVs. So that helped me to get a good head start. So apart from that, a lot of case studies with my peers, and also participating in multiple case competitions, that has helped me to showcase that okay, I'm not a very engineering centric guy. I can also understand the business challenges and come out with good solutioning. So that has been the overall aspect, I would say, that has helped me to transition from an R&D background to a consulting role. And of course, a lot of mock practices also helped a lot with GoCrackIt mentors. Plus, within my batchmates also did a lot of case mock interviews practice, and overall that has helped me to get a good offer.
Great, great. What could be your biggest learning from MBA? Like a couple of learnings which you thought is really timeless.
Great. I think one key learning is definitely power of competition, right? Where you are competing with the batch also for getting that lucrative job, but on the contrary, also the batch is also helping you to do better and become a well-rounded individual. So where you are also competing plus cooperating, so with your batchmates. So I would say that wholesome experience is something that is very specific to these schools. And everyone, I would encourage that while you are competing with your batchmates for that one particular job offer or not, but in the long run, I have always tried to help my program through whatever means I could, whether by taking some initiatives or helping them in some courses. So that has again helped me to showcase that how we can, if we all cooperate with each other, the outcome is much, much bigger. And partly that's one of another reason why I was able to secure the gold medal, because I've always tried to increase the value of the program, right? Whether by doing some small or big things for the batch. I remember I was leading the overall birthday planning committee. I have celebrated almost 80 plus birthdays of my batchmates. So that on plus anniversaries also. So again, the point is, you, no matter how much you may help, you should always try to add help your batchmates, and you never know down the line when that help will return to you down the line. So always I have tried to do that, and that has paid off.
I think it's a very interesting and very, very unique way of getting maximum out of maximum value out of MBA. So that's really encouraging and inspiring. Switching gear to more technical aspect of your interview, right? What happened there? I mean, did you face any problem during the interview? Any specific question or any interesting question which you got and which you have to work out?
Okay, so what happens in interviews typically is that no matter how much you prepare, a lot of times on the ground thinking also has to be there. For example, though we have prepared a lot of, we had a lot of case sessions and mock interviews, sometimes interviews can go in a different direction altogether. So first thing is very important, that you have to keep your anxiety away and be in a very stable mindset. And that was very clear because of the number of interviews I had done. I was very much in a stable mindset, and that helped me a lot to crack this again, a very tech focused interview here, because in the interview I was asked a lot about the GenAI ecosystem, and upfront having some amount of idea about the applications of GenAI, about how it works. Brief idea about RAG, LLMs also helps a lot, because that shows credibility that this person has some amount of background in GenAI. So that helped me a lot. Okay, so that was on the tech focus, and second was the on the case round. So again, case round focused on deploying what are the GenAI based solutions that you can apply for certain business challenges. So again, it's not also about understanding how GenAI works, but as a manager, you should be able to bring smart solutions Gen AI based solutions on the ground. So again, reading a lot of newspapers, having clarity about what is happening in the Gen AI ecosystem globally, that helped me a lot. So yes, case studies are important, but on that day, you never know what kind of cases you may be asked, and you have to do a lot of on the ground things.
Yeah. Any challenging or interesting question, specific question which you got?
Yeah. So while I don't remember, almost 6 months back it happened, but again, predominantly there were challenges. There were questions asked about, okay, this particular business is facing this kind of challenges in its supply chain. For example, I can take an example. For example, a semiconductor firm is facing supply chain challenges to procure a certain material, or supply chain challenges in terms of inbound logistics. How Gen AI can help in terms of improving these supply chain challenges. So these kind of questions were put forward, and it's also important to have a structured approach towards this. You cannot just directly jump into the solution. It's about asking the clarifying questions, having a good amount of conversational discussion initially, and then put forward your short-term and long-term goals. So that has helped me, I would say, in terms of both the case rounds and tech side of things.
Great. Another question is, and I think this is very important, and I asked everyone is, see, the placement or the entire 1 year MBA is full of uncertainties, right? And there are a lot of emotional up and down generally people go through. So generally, how do you propose to deal with them, or how have you used those techniques to deal with them?
Right, and that's a great question. I think that's something very important, which is very underrated question. I would say not a lot of people discuss. People are focused on the placement side of things predominantly, and the brand image of IIMs. But this is a very important question to address. See, one thing should be very clear, that you should have that core group of friends with whom you can share everything and anything, and they will be your support system throughout the year. So that's first and foremost one thing. Second is also about being in a good mental state, that believing in yourself. See, a lot of anxiety happens throughout the 1 year, and you may feel that, okay, I'm in a place where I feel very much I don't have a lot of credentials to show. There are a lot of big guns around me. So one thing is that having that belief and faith in yourself, that yes, on that day everyone is equal, and you also can convert like anyone else can. So having that self-belief, having that core group of friends with whom you can share everything. And third, it's also about enjoying the process, right? Doing a lot of hard work and believing in that process. A lot of times we say that, okay, ye nahi hoga, wo nahi hoga. That creates a lot of anxiety in ourselves. So believing in the process has always worked for me. And yeah, these are the three things.
Great. One question on what would be your most memorable moments? One is academic, one is non-academic.
Okay, so academic, I would say definitely I have been able to academic, I would say case competitions, because that has helped me to apply the learnings from the class and apply to those real world business challenges. I didn't participate in a lot of case competitions, to be honest, but yeah, 2 or 3 case competitions I ended up doing it. I was a finalist in one of those. So applying those learnings from class
What was the case?
Again, it was in Eximus, I would say, in IIM Bangalore's Eximus. It was a Techminator. It was a product management case where we had to develop. It was somewhere related to health tech solutions that we had to develop, and that was my first case competition. 3 of us had participated, and we somehow we were not believing in ourselves, and we were able to go to the top 5 round. We were the national finalists. So again, classic example of where it's about taking the next step and submitting that case deck. You never know that you may discount yourself, but on that day, okay, your case deck may be the best. Right? A lot of times we think that, okay, there are so many participants, we may not make the cut to those top 5 or national finalists round. But a lot of times I've seen with my batchmates also, they have been international finalists also, but they just took an attempt to submit that case deck and cross that first round. That's very important. So yeah, case competitions, I would say definitely will be my cherished achievement. Academic, non-academically, I would say the representing IIM Bangalore in Sangharsh, Sangram, and also making and ensuring that EPGP wins the Spardha competition. At least in my sports, I play badminton very regularly. So we were the winners in Spardha, which is the intersection IMB sports competition. So yeah, overall, sports would be my non-academic achievement.
Okay. Just a connected question, and it's more out of curiosity. Is how do you maybe practice or workout, because sports require a lot of fitness and everything. So do you carve out time in your busy schedule to do all these things, or how it works?
So yeah, I have been very active in my sports things because I used to be, because you cannot just claim a stake in the institute team without being regularly playing with the sports with the team, right? So I used to go for my practices after the classes. So yeah, at least one and a half an hour, and that's where time management is very important, right? While you should have very dedicated time slots, I remember writing in my whiteboard that okay, 1 hour of 1 hour of playing, 1 hour of reading some blogs, and yeah, it's at sometimes people that might feel a very nerdish, but that pays off. You never know, right? Okay, and that's what, when you want to do a lot of things in your life, you have to have a lot of time management skills intact in you. So yeah, I would say that I used to very regularly practice.
The time management and enjoying the process.
Enjoying the process, right? That's what. Okay, see what happens. A lot of times you might play bad, and sometimes you might put a lot of hard work in a case competition, but it may not convert also. And but again, you have to constantly put the hard work, and again submit that next case tech. Again put the hard work. Again go to the next day to the badminton court and put the hard effort there. So it may pay off. Okay, it may pay off in the end.
No, it paid off definitely, and as you said, that even if it itself is a learning process, right? So that's
Definitely.
one last
Definitely.
question. It is more about what would be your advice to the next batches from not just from MBA, but in general people who are aspiring for a good career in life. What would be your advice?
Sure. So I would say two major advice I would have. First is that start early. Just like if you think that you may not stand out, just like I went about doing an internship upfront, making my CV almost at a broad level ready before even starting that MBA, or for that matter any job hunt. Right, start early. That helps. That helps a lot. That's one. Second, keep your anxiety in check, because in MBA, or for that matter in any job hunt, a lot of time luck plays a big role. Right, you may not crack that job straight out of MBA B school, or maybe on one fine day you may not crack any random job hunt that you are doing. But believe that in some day or the other, your luck may be in your favor, and it works for you. A lot of times, even in our placement days, I have seen people didn't have short lists, but they were waiting in that placement area. They were called by the recruiter because recruiter liked their CV on that day, and they had the offer. So it's about having that perseverance. Hard work matters a lot, and believe in yourself. Don't think that if one job went out of your way, that world is over. Our career lifespan almost 35 years. So believe in yourself is something I would strongly advise. And lastly, as I said, it's all about the process. For me, getting a gold medal, I would say, has been a lot about the process. I never aspired to get a gold medal from the day one. It was all those small things that I did for the badge, did to improve the value of the program, that has helped me in the long run. So believe in the process. 3 things.
Great. So Siddharth, I think this was one of the most inspiring discussion for me. Also, I learned a lot. So and it is I'm 100% sure that this what you said, right, is going to be very, very inspirational for others also. So thank you so much for that. And we would like to connect with you.
Sure.
So let's be in touch. And thank you so much.
Sure. Thank you, Alok, and to overall GoCrackIt team. I think a lot of value addition we have got from your expertise, whether be it in the in-class discussion or through the help of mentors. I would say very great discussion, and happy to contribute in any way whatsoever in the future.
Excellent.
Thank you.
You so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.